Alan, Wasalan, you're with the Nasty Past, and I'm back with another read from Stolen Legacy. Look, I'm gonna say this, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do some cross promoting. Go check out my Ramsey's Volume 1 Series 1 Son of Light reading. You got what I'm saying? I'm up to a part where we're talking about the 10 fetters, but they're only giving us 7. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, this is where I got the 10 fetters out of Stolen Legacy. You got what I'm saying? This one right here. So I'm very pleased to know that this is those 10 fetters, those attributes is something that was really how to put this, was really alive in people in our civilization before Christ. You got what I'm saying? I'm glad to know that. I'm glad to know that this is something that is like laws. You feel what I'm saying? There was laws within our community, within our civilization. So let's work on it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's really buckle down and work on it, because see, you can how to say this, you can present yourself as a humble person, as a person with self-control, you know, as a person of being respectful. But there's gonna come a day that all that you're putting out to the world don't add up. Don't add up at all. You feel what I'm saying? So it's best to be you. It's best to give an understanding. I may fail at that. I'm not good at that. I'm gonna keep working on it. You feel what I'm saying? See, I can't stand these goody two shoes like they ain't never did nothing before. I can't stand them. Because see, these goody two shoes that I know, I ain't talking about the goody two shoes you know. I'm talking about the goody two shoes I know. I don't caught them doing anything but killing a person. You feel what I'm saying? So I just shake my head and I walk away, and I let them realize that, you know, don't lie to me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the wrong person to lie to, because see, you don't want me to ever tell your story. You get it? You don't want me to tell your life story, because see, it ain't gonna go your way. Look, you with the Nasty Pastor. We back with another reading of Stolen Legacy. We're still in chapter 6. I said it's a big one. You got what I'm saying? Right now, we in chapter 6, part 17. And I'm not gonna hold this up because I want to get up out 6. I want to, you know, we've been in it too long. I think we've been in chapter 6 for about 2-3 months. So let's roll. You got what I'm saying? Similarly, his reference, the nature movement from the less perfect to the more perfect, was by no means a new discovery of a principle of nature. The creation account found in the first chapter of Genesis speaks of the gradual development of life, in which the demiurge or logos was engaged at work during 6 stages and wrestled on the 7th. Similarly, the creation account of the Egyptians found in the Memphite theology also speaks of nature's movement from chaos to order. Come on now, from chaos to order. Now you know what chaos is, and you should know what order is. That means everything in tune, line with the universe. That means we're at peace. You feel me? At peace. These accounts by many thousand years antedate Aristotle's time. For the former is about 2000 BC, while the latter 4000 BC. And since the principle of opposites has already been shown to originate from the Egyptians, as well as that of the gradual development of life, it is clear that this doctrine on the attributes of nature did not originate from Aristotle. Now we're going to get into a little bit more, which is 5, and that's dealing with your soul. According to Aristotle, soul possesses the following attributes: identity with body as formed with matter. 2. The power which a living body possesses, the radical principle of life, manifesting itself into the following attributes: sensitive, rational, nutritive, appetitive, and locomotive. So I want to say sensitive got to be like dealing with your when you're sensitive, you know what I mean, you're more, I'm not gonna say you're timid. I don't want to even say that. I don't want to say you're timid, but I know it deals with emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Now, rational, that's like your thinking process, you know what I mean, right there. And nutritive, that it definitely, I'm hoping it has something to do with your health. You see what I'm saying? Now, appetitive, you know, let's figure that. Hopefully it's written, hopefully it's here in this book where we can figure what appetitive is. And locomotive, that got to be your movement, you know, your legs, you feel what I'm saying? All of that, but let's roll. The description of the soul by Aristotle seems to vary somewhat from the more familiar and current ideas held by the atomists on the one hand and Socrates, Plato, and the Pythagoreans on the other. For while the former believed that the soul is material and is composed of fire atoms, the latter regarded it as a harmony of the body and a blending of opposites. Naturally, we are now forced to ask the question, did the doctrine of the soul originate from Aristotle? It is clear that he did not get it from the teacher Plato nor from the Pythagoreans at Atomis, but from some other source outside of Greece. As we turn our attention to ancient history, we are happily discover that there are two such sources outside of Greece. One, the creation story in Genesis, 1st chapter, and 2, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which does not only contain attributes of the soul identical with those mentioned by Aristotle, but far more in an elaborate system of philosophy in which human nature is explained as a unity of 9 inseparable parts consisting of different bodies and souls interdependent one upon another, the physical body being one of them. The Egyptian Book of the Dead by Sir E.A. Budge, introduction, p. 2964, and let me break this down to you right here. You got what I'm saying? That right there is this book that B.E.D. Budge or whatever his name is has published. That is a downsized version of our Bible. You feel what I'm saying? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't read it yet. Let me put it that way. I've seen it online. I haven't read it yet. I've downloaded it. I've downloaded the sample read. You feel what I'm saying? The sample read, but I have not went into it yet. And if I'm correct, let me do this right. If I'm correct, come on, yeah, pull up for me. Come on, pull up fast for me. If I'm correct, you got what I'm saying? The version of the book, the full version of the book that I have, it says Egyptian Book of the Dead, E.A. Wallace Budge, and if this is the book that they're explaining in here, then this is a downsized version of what, let me say this, of our Holy Bible, which this book right here, you got what I'm saying, from what I went in and saw, this book is more towards this book is more, let me, come on, pass on through. Come on, yeah, there we go. This book is more like a brief run through. You got what I'm saying? It's not as what I had in prison. It's just not. You got what I'm saying? If you on my pages and you see the black and white version of my face, the color version of my face, and then the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which the cover is blue, that is what I had in prison. You got what I'm saying? That right there. And this is not the same. You get what I'm saying? It's not the same. So I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? We're gonna get through the buffoonery. We're gonna get through all the lies. We're gonna get through all of the stigmas that has been put on this culture of ours. You get it? This culture of ours. And we're going to shed some real light on this. We're going to shed some real sunshine on this, some real happiness in this, some real peace in this. So if you think I've been bamboozled, I'm sorry to tell you that here. I'm very, very apologetic because I've never been a sorry person. I'm very apologetic to tell you you're the one that's been bamboozled. Let's go and get back in the stolen legacy. In the Genesis story, it is asserted that God made man out of matter, dust of the earth, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Here we have a clear statement of the identity of body and soul taken from a document which antedates Aristotle by many centuries. In the Egyptian Book of the Dead, we also find that the human soul is composed of the following 9 inseparable parts. The Ka, which is an abstract personality of the man to whom it belongs, possessing the form and attributes of a man with power of locomotion, omnipresence, and ability to receive nourishment like a man. It is equivalent to image. 2, the cat, the concrete personality, the physical body, which is mortal. The Ba, the heart soul, which dwells in the Ka and sometimes alongside it. In order to supply it with air and food, it has the power of metamorphosis, if that's the correct pronunciation, metamorphosis, and changes it from at will. 4, the air, the heart, the animal life in man, and is rational, spiritual, and ethical. It is associated with the Ba, heart, soul, and in Egyptian judgment drama, it undergoes examination in the presence of Osiris, the great judge of the unseen world. The Kabit, shadow. It is associated with Ba, heart, soul, from whom, like the Ka, it receives its nourishment. It has the power of locomotion and omnipresence. The Ku, spiritual soul, which is immortal. It is also closely associated with the Ba, heart, soul, and is an real, ethereal being. The Sahu, spiritual body in which the Ku, or spiritual soul, dwells in it. All the mental and spiritual attributes of the natural body are united to the new powers of its own nature. The Sekim, power or the spiritual personification of the vital force in a man, its dwelling place is in the heavens with spirits of Kus. The Ren, the name of the essential attributes for the preservation of a being. The Egyptians believed that in the absence of a name, an individual ceased to exist. Let's go ahead and end this part of this read. And once again, you know what I mean, like I said, this is where the 10 feathers came out of. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I ran across it reading because I'm seeing it other places. You know what I mean? I'm seeing it online. I'm seeing it on social media. I'm reading about it in other holy scriptures, other verses. You know what I mean? I'm reading about it in other books within our culture. You know what I mean? So I just say this. You know what I mean? Following these 10 fetters is just like following the 10 commandments. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know, when you think about it, we're to be kind to people. When you think about it, we're not to lie to people. We're not to steal from people. We're not to hurt people. You feel what I'm saying? We're to be respectful. We're not to judge. We're to be kind. What else? We definitely are supposed to be humble to people. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to look down upon them. I don't care where they're at in their life. We're not supposed to look down upon them. You know, we're to help others. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care what type of help you give them. We are to help others. You feel what I'm saying? So I say this to you once again, you know, let's raise this up. Let's keep this raised up. Let's keep moving forward. Let's keep pushing forward. And every day ain't going to be the same. Every day ain't going to be the happy day. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to gravitate and remember something in your life or something that can bring your spirits up so you can get through your day. You know what I mean? It's not always a beer. It's not always a blunt. It's not always going out there finding a woman to make you happy. Sometimes you need to dig within yourself, within your memories, and let that put a smile on your face. Anyway, you've been with the nasty past, I'm back with another. I've just wrapped up another read from Stolen Legacy. I'm out, and I love you.